Hi guys, it's your girl Angie. I'm Angelique. Welcome to my channel. To all my new subscribers, welcome, and everyone who's been here from the beginning or have joined along the way, thank you so much for supporting me. In today's video I will be talking about your hair, some of the reasons why your hair may not be growing, or you feel like it's not growing the way that it should, or if you've just hit that plateau stage where you feel like your hair is stuck at a certain level. Well, we'll be talking about that, and I'm just going to share with you guys some tips on what you can do to combat that and get your hair growing again. Let's begin with wash day. I think that's one of the most important days in our natural hair journeys, and that's where I feel like so many things can go wrong. Now, the first thing we'll talk about wash day is the products that you use to wash your hair. For example, like the shampoo, the conditioner and stuff. One of the things that we make, or one of the mistakes that we make a lot, is we don't read the labels. We don't read what's in our product, and then we find that when we start using these products, they become so drying to our hair and stuff. One of the best things to do is, when you look for a conditioner or shampoo or whatever hair product you choose to use, make sure that these products are sulfate free, paraben free. It's free of all those bad stuff that are drying to your hair, that weigh down your hair, and so on and so forth. So avoid using shampoos that have harsh chemicals. And also, when you're buying a shampoo or conditioner, for example, and you go down to the ingredients list, make sure that water is one of the, like conditioner for example, or leave-in, make sure that water is listed among one of the first ingredients. That's a good tip. That's a very good, quick, simple tip to know that you're buying the right thing. The mistake that most people make is they don't wash their hair. Like, come on guys, you're using all these things, all these oils, and you're not washing all that out? Really? You feel that your hair is weighed down and all that because you're using all these chemicals, all these DIY products, if you're one of those people that do use DIY products like myself. And what you begin to find is that it clogs your pores. And what you need to do is to clarify. Use a clarifying shampoo that's going to wash it all out, that's going to strip your hair literally and take out all the dirt, all the grime, all the dirty stuff. And that's a good way to start, so that you're not just adding on, you're not just packing layer upon layer and upon layer of products, and that's going to weigh your hair down. And what happens is then your hair becomes a bit overwhelmed, your follicles become overwhelmed, your pores are clogged, and then there's no hair growth. And wash your hair as much as possible. I wash my hair at least once a week if I have time, but if I don't have time, I'll let it go at least 2 weeks at the moment. So I have a routine going on where I'm able to wash my hair at least once a week. The second thing that I would recommend is drink water. Your body needs water. You're keeping healthy, you're hydrating yourself, your body, your everything, but that also benefits the hair. So if you have you're drinking lots of water, you have a balanced diet. Another thing that causes hair loss is the lack of protein in your system. One way to kind of curb that challenge, or to be able to help you with that, is to do like protein treatments. And when you're doing like DIY protein treatment at home, really easy. Just go in your pantry or in your fridge, get an egg, avocado, banana, yogurt, whatever. You can basically use anything. I try to do a protein treatment at least every 2 weeks. That's a minimum at the moment, because I went through a phase where I was going through postpartum hair loss, and I lost a lot of my hair. I was losing my edges and stuff, but I've done a lot of protein treatments in the past few weeks, and that's helped me a lot. The third thing that causes hair loss is not trimming your ends. Yes, not trimming, not clipping those ends. You'll find that after a certain period of not trimming your hair begins to have split ends. That's when the individual hairs begin to split at the tip, and eventually those hairs are going to fall off. That's why a lot of us are experiencing a lot of hair loss or breakage in our hair, because we're not trimming our ends. So trim your ends, because you're going to, like, what you're doing by trimming is basically just cutting off all those dead ends, those dry, those unwanted hairs that are going to eventually cause more harm. So trim your ends, and that helps a lot. While trimming your ends, do not, I repeat, do not cut off more hair than you need to. Otherwise you'll also feel like your hair is not growing, because your hair is actually growing, but what you're doing is trimming, like cutting too much. And don't trim all the time, but trim as needed. When you feel like your hair starts to, you know, feel a certain way, like your ends start feeling dry and feeling all funny, I recommend that that's the time where you need to trim. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is protective styling. Oh my god, I think this is there's a lot of like debate and commotion as to what protective styling is, and I don't think many of us quite know what protective styling is, or the right way to protective style your hair. Now I'll tell you what protective styling is not, and then I'll tell you what protective styling is. Protective styling is not when you're wearing a wig for like 2 months and your hair is just down under your wig, sitting under your wig, and 1, you're not taking care of it, 2, you're not washing it regularly, 3, you're not moisturizing it. Protective styling is when you wash your hair when needed, your ends are tucked in and protected and covered, you moisturize your hair as needed. That's protective styling. Your protective styling is also making sure, like for example, when you get braids and stuff, you're not pulling too much on the hair, you're not causing any tension on the scalp, on your pores, on your hair follicles. And protective styling is safe and easy install method, and also safe take down method of whatever hair you're going to be putting in. Protective styling is also when you're letting your hair breathe, because when your hair is able to breathe, then your hair is able to grow. If your hair or whatever style you decide to get is tight, that's not protective styling, because you're not protecting anything. Go for low manipulation styles. Most of us want cute edges and whatever, but those cute edges, like getting those cute edges and whatever, like some of us go to like the extreme length to get those edges laid, and that is completely unnecessary. You can be looking like me, all rough and stuff, but making sure that your edges are healthy and safe. So